And obviously pass along our fondest remembrance to Rick Jr. and the rest of the family, if you're able to go. That's it for now. I'm here for the duration, and certainly appreciate you doing this faithfully over all these years. It's a nice way to spend a Wednesday evening, and it's a great way to get over hump day. There's only 2 weeks, and we're into a long weekend.
What, another one?
Well, this is a Canada Day weekend, so I think this is it, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Not only is it Field Day this weekend, but it's also going to be Canada Day, RAC Canada Day contest. So 2 big events. Well, the week actually Canada Day is on a Tuesday, so I'm wondering on what day all the retail stores are going to be closed. Probably on the 1st.
Yeah, they typically do the retail stuff on the day. Industry has an option to give an alternate day. So our plant shut down on the Monday, but I booked off Tuesday as well, so I can be out at Albion, and it's 4 for which includes the Great Canadian Trail. And I'm sure Wade will be on. I hope Wade's going to be on a little later and talk about his latest communications with Mr. Mudd out west, hoping that we can get all provinces represented this year on the spotting page for the Great Canadian Trail activation to celebrate Canada Day. So I've got my spot staked out. I know that Wade and Bill are they're planning their park out towards Dundas somewhere, and a number of other people are finding their spots. So if you can't get out to the Great Canadian Trail, keep an eye on the spotting page and make sure that you work these stations that are posted from east to west all across the Great Canadian Trail.
Whoops. There we go. Lost the foot switch. Okay, very good, Mac. Yeah, I always try and get as many Canadian stations as I can on that day. So yeah, hopefully the conditions will be favorable, and everyone will have a good time. I just want to point out that I've got the YouTube stream back up and running. You may have to look for it again. It may be AREG week. I may have forgotten to put the week number down, but look for me live, VA3CJZ, and you should have no issues. Everything is up and running, and yeah, let's. We'll do another call out there after Mac's final word. For now.
Oh, I'm a long way off my final words, but bad joke.
Way to go, Mac.
Yeah, I think that's about it for now. And like I say, I'm here for the duration.
All right, very good, Mac. So with that, let's carry on and see who else is out there would like to check in with us here on the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ.
VE3KDT.
All right, VE3KDT. And Noel, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and everyone else. Yeah, I don't really have too much. Just been tinkering around with my phone. Bell finally cut off my, transferred over my service, so I'm trying to get all the call ID and display stuff working properly, but the phone works, and I'm happy about that. As for the rest of the stuff, yeah, good call out there or whatever for Rick, and I'll be listening along, I guess.
All right. Very good, Noel. Thanks for breaking the silence there. I'm gonna have to pull up my cricket sound effects. It might be a quiet evening, but nonetheless, as I mentioned previously, I am dedicating this net to Rick's memory, and we're thinking of him in heaven. All right, Noel. Anything else?
No, I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a lineup coming in behind me in another couple of minutes. Probably just threw everyone off there with the late start. Maybe we'll blame you for it.
Yeah. See this YouTube. There's a time that you can set it to that you want the time to set it to, and I keep having trouble whenever I set it for for 8 o'clock. It says start stream, but tonight it didn't, so I had to start over again, and that was part of the delay. I do apologize.
Oh, no worries. Working good now. I see it there. For everyone so far, I can hear them on RF, but I'll be playing musical volume sliders pretty shortly. I'm sure.
All right, very good. I see Albert has joined us. You found me, Albert. Good evening. Thanks for checking in. Wade is there, waving a hand. And Wayne, VA3FMB. Good evening, everyone. I shall add you to the log momentarily. And with that, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi to the AREG net. Please come now.
VA3NCA.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, that was almost a double, but not quite. Mike Hotel Victor. Let's bring in Wade. VA3NCA, VA3CJZ.
Missed it by that much. VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. Condolences for Rick. That is always a shock. Hopefully the family and all of his many friends here on Ham Radio get a chance to pass on their condolences. Let's see. It's nice to hit Wednesday, that's for sure. I did get something I thought I'd mention to folks. Parks Canada has made visiting parks free, the admission price that is for day admissions. So any of the Parks Canada parks that are run by them anyways, they will be letting you in for free June 20th, so it's already started, until September 2nd. Special things like any tours that they might have or stuff like that, but it's just the gate admission. It does include camping, things like that, although there is a 25% off if you're going to camp. So not quite free, but it's always nice to get a couple bucks off. Anything. Those are probably in the POTA park system, so if there's one you wanted to pick up, you aren't going to have to pay gate admission. For those who have bought an annual pass, they will add the 3 months that they're giving away free to the expiry of your pass. So your very same pass will now have an expiry set out the 3 months that they've given away for free. So everybody kind of wins. So I thought I'd mention that here. So far as the Canada Day activation, I have to say I've lost track of Mr. Mudd, but I did just tag him on a question on the Discord about what the plans are, and to let him know that Hamilton, Ontario is going to be out and representing, and that we've been passing the information along as much as we can. But it'd be good to hear what other coordinated efforts there are going across the provinces and the territories. So if I hear anything back, I'll let people know. But I let them know that Hamilton was going to represent. Back to you there, Chuck.
Okay, very good, Wade. And as far as the free admission to the parks there, that's the national parks will be free of charge. So not provincial parks. Like if you go to Algonquin, that's not included. They have to be specific. I think there are 3 of them here in Ontario that are national parks. So those would be free admission.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's Parks Canada, so it's going to be anything in the national system specifically, not provincial, not regional, or anything like that. It does include some historic sites, but you're best to go look up National Parks Canada and check ahead to see if one is around you or where you're going to be. But in any case, day passes getting to the gates. They're going to cover. They're going to suspend the pricing until September 2nd, which I guess is right around Labor Day. But that's exactly it. It's national parks.
Yeah, yeah. It reminds me of this post I saw that said that went something like this: camping is what is it? Camping equals the only how'd it go? Something about it's the only place where white people pay an exorbitant amount of money to live like homeless people. Something along those lines. But yeah, camping has gotten expensive to rent the sites themselves. They used to be reasonable, but you know, when you see all the things that they've done, like if you go to Algonquin, when we were there last, which was what 20 years ago, um, you could see that they were building a lot of new things. They were actually building paths into the forest with wooden walkways and such. Very nice showers and things like that. So they relay that cost over to us. But I'm pretty sure they've made their money over hand over fist since that park's open there. They make good money.
Yeah, I haven't been to Algonquin in many years. It's a great place when you have the time and the means, I suppose, to get up there in the first place. But yeah, I used to do a fair amount of canoeing there and stuff like that. It's always been good. Maybe someday I'll get back to that, if only for the nice noise floor of being out there in the wilderness.
Yeah, I'm jealous that Vanya went out there not that long ago. Mind you, it snowed on the day he went, but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I miss going there. It's like a 5.5 hour drive to get up there, so it's a ways. But anyways, thanks for checking in, Wade, and filling us in on all the. I expect you'll be playing along later with a little bit of trivia.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here definitely for the duration and be listening along and participating as the net rolls out. Other than that, I'll just be here sidelines and thanks again for doing it there, Chuck. I'll send it back to you and you can pick up the folks behind me. VA3NCA back to net control.
Wade, by the way, great signal. You were at 9 plus, so it'll be about 10 over S9 and good audio. So let's not keep Mark waiting. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor with his brand spanking new antenna. Come on in there, Mark.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. My condolences to Rick Sr. and his family there, of course. Not too much to report here, Chuck. Just hiding out from the heat wave, hiding in the AC, doing a little parts on the air, trying out my new antenna, seeing what kind of signals I can bring in, and it's been okay. Got my Sapphire, and I'm just working towards the next award. I think NFG and I might swing by the event this weekend and just check out and see what it's all about. Get my feet wet there, maybe. And yeah, I wanted to give you one official one for the log, Chuck. Back to you.
All right, very good, Mark. Your station is working very well on Simplex. And tell me, have you had, well, bands haven't been that great, but what bands have you been working with your new antenna there? Which seems to be working the best?
Primarily just 40 and 20, Chuck. If I see someone on the spotter page, on 10, I'll go and see if I can hear them. But bulk of my contacts have been on 20. I've got a few here and there on 40, so just depends on the time of day, of course, as you guys well know, and how the conditions are. But I'd say the vast majority on 20 meter.
Okay, very good. Yeah, tonight I was looking there at the cluster maps and looked like 20 was pretty popular. Oh, before I let you go there, I just thought I'd point out, I was thinking about when you mentioned 10 meters. Um, I have a SolarCon A99, an Alpha 99, and I'm telling you, it works beautiful for 10 meters. It's actually built for that area in the band, 10, 11 meters, and it never fails. It's so easy to tune up. You just got to worry about the fiberglass once it's been up in the weather for a while. When you do take it down, make sure you've got gloves on, or you'll be picking out glass, fiberglass out of your hands, and that comes from experience, I can tell you. And with that, Tom MQ let me know last week that he was selling some of his equipment, and a 10-meter antenna was included. So I don't know what's going on with that now, but if you want to contact Tom, that's VE3 Mexico, Quebec, and send him an email and see if he's got any of that equipment left for sale. He's got a couple of he got a 2-meter radio, I think a dual band radio, and the antenna, and I'm not sure what else. So, anyways, Mark, thanks again for checking in, sir. Do appreciate it. Anything else?
No, Chuck, I'll be here for the duration, just listening along, enjoying the trivia. I think I'm pretty good on equipment for now, but I will ponder that. We can always grab another radio, couldn't we? I'm kind of pushing it as far as the antennas go in here. I'm in an apartment building, and I've got a 18-foot vertical up off my balcony and a long wire with no permission. So, but I don't think we should tempt fate, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Chuck, and I'll be here for the duration. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, sounds good, Mark. Yeah, you sound like Pierre BMO when he had a bunch up on the roof there. Okay, very good. Yeah, it's better not to push your luck, even though there was a game show name called that. All right, Mark, thanks again. And so that clears my list. Let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check in on tonight's AREG Net. This is VA3CJZ. All right, I'm not hearing anything, not even crickets. I wish I could find that sound effect. All right, so with that, why don't we switch over quickly to tonight's and of course, we've got the field day coming up this weekend, and that starts at 1800 Zulu, which is 2 p.m. Saturday, until 2100 Zulu on Sunday. And all modes except 60, 30, 17, and 12. So no warp bands. And that's the ARRL field day. And if you have contest software, that'd be the time to pull it up and make sure it's updated and ready to go. And then also, another contest we have is His Majesty the King of Spain contest, and starts at 10 meters all the way up to 160. 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And that starts at 1200 Zulu on June 28th until 1200 Zulu June 29th.
VA for energy.
VA, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. There's a KCI behind me there, or ahead of me. I forget which one. But anyway, just giving you a check in there. I got you at an S10. I just turned the radio on, Mark. I had you at an S8 at my location, so you're doing pretty good from there. And that's all I got so far. I'm just having a quick refreshment here before I cut the back grass.
Oh, yes, yes. Do it in the evening to kill some flowers for the gas people to come in tomorrow, because it's stated that they need a clear path to the gas meter that they're going to swap out tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon whenever they show up. And so we've got these tiger lilies, and they're about 6 feet tall. They're very long, and they're beautiful. But I had to get the hedgehog in there and clear a path for them to work, and I had to do that just before sundown. So very good, Steve. So you're in the log, and I hope you have time to come back with us. Anything else?
No, that's all I got there, Chuck. I think it was a VE3 KCI that was behind me there, so I'll let you pick him up. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll be listening when I finish the back grass. I'm sure it'll still be going on.
All right, Steve. Thanks again. I'm not sure if I'm able to hear Art tonight, but let's bring him in. VE3 KCI. Can someone relay, please?
I had him in the sweet spot, Chuck, but I lost it. I can't pick him up.
Yeah, he said no problem. He can hear you there, Chuck.
All right, Rick. Well, why don't you of Art and say hi for him and bring him in for me, please.
Yeah, okay. How are you doing there, Art? V3KCI, V3BK. And now, are you hearing Chuck okay there? Go ahead. How much power are you running there? Yeah, I got a good copy on you here, no problem at all. And which radio are you on there? Anyway, there, go ahead. Oh yeah. Well, you're on the 7100. Yeah, you're full scanner. You're here in Chuck, okay. How strong have you got them there? I wonder if your power is down on the 7100 there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just got in here. So, yeah, well, it's good to hear you on there tonight, Art. So back to you. Yeah. So you think you've got something then? Yeah, you better off to stay away from people then if you think you got the flu. Okay, anyway, yeah, we'll let, good to hear you in there, and, yeah, anyway, we'll turn it back to Chuck and let him carry on there. Chuck, did you hear anything Kurt said there, over?
Thanks, Rick. No, I did not hear a peep, no scratchiness, no nothing. Either, like you said, his power might be down, or conditions are just not favorable for 2 meters tonight. But yeah, I've got my squelch right on the edge there, and I can't hear anything. So thank you, Art, for checking in, sir. You take care of yourself. Drink plenty of fluids there, and stop watching the girls go by.
Yeah, he said he never stopped doing that. Okay, anyway, yeah, I guess you can take me as a check-in right now. I was trying to get my computer back up. Of course, Windows had to do its thing. So, anyway, I just got in here a while ago. I had one of those little man things, you know. So that's why I'm a little bit late there, Chuck. Anyway, I sent you something earlier today, there, and I thought that was something that, some of the hams should look at. Anyway, you can mention it if you want there. So, anyway, back to net, and, alright, you take care of yourself. So this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt record of mine.
Okay, Rick, thanks again. And Art, thank you so much for checking in. I guess that's why you're home from your meeting. You're not feeling well. I wish you bounce back really soon there, Art. And thank you again. Take care.
He said, thank you.
Okay, and thank you, Rick, for the relay, VE3BK. Relays are always appreciated. I normally can hear pretty much everyone, but the odd time a relay is necessary here on Simplex. And Rick, I haven't had a chance to open up the email yet, so maybe during the evening, if I have time here during the net, I mean, I'll try and do that in between conversations, and we'll see if we can find out what you sent there. All right, thanks, Rick. So, Rick, I already mentioned the contests coming up there, and I was just getting to the Canada Day one, and so other than that, do you have any announcements, Rick?
Everybody is welcome out there. I heard somebody say, I thought they might drop by. Anyway, on Winona Road, the military rifle range, the Hamilton Club is running field day, and everybody's welcome. You don't even have to be a hand to come out and see what they're doing. Military guys are going to be there as well, and I heard they're going to have tents in the field this time. Building, but there's a building there too. They run commercial power, and there'll be some generators and tents out in the field, and they'll be running the ERRL field day. So new rules this year. One rule is that that they brought it back after the pandemic. They let this rule go during the pandemic. Was that a single operator that you're on your own, your own hydro cannot work another station. It doesn't count for anything if you work in a home station on hydro main. But and so he was able to enter field day that way. And he would be at the station, a B station. So look up the rules. Anybody that's interested in field day, look up the rules and see. It's quite extensive. That's all I got there, Chuck. Field day is a big event for most hams, for the whole year. Anyway, that's all I got. So VA3 CJs, V3 BK.
All right, very good, Rick. And I would like to go, but my back has been killing me lately. And I've been pushing it. I've been doing stuff, and it's just been hurting myself. But and I don't even know if I'll have the car available. It might be res day this Saturday. I'm not sure. But anyways, if I can, I will. I'd love to go check everything out and say hi to the guys. And that starts this Saturday. Official time is 2 p.m. start on Saturday. And so everyone's welcome to go down. What is the exact location, Rick?
Okay, it's on Winona Road. I think you take the first cutoff on 50 Road, and then Winona Road is north, and it's military. I'm not sure the exact location or the exact address. But it's north on Winona Road, and you can't get on Winona Road off the highway. You take 50 Road, then go up to the north, along the highway. Go up there to get to Winona Road, and Winona Road in Stony Creek. It's actually between Stony Creek and Grimsby. And you go north, and then you can't miss it. It's up there on the right side. Anyway, what else was I going to say about that? They start set up. If somebody wants to go set up antennas or help out, they can show up at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. up there. They're going to start the setup, and then they're on the air at 2 o'clock, and they go 24 hours to 2 o'clock the next day. And anybody that doesn't start setup until 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, they can actually operate another 4 hours later. So anyway, that's all I know about it. Field day and field day, they operate with computers usually, and there's going to be some FT8, and I don't know if there's going to be any CW or not, but anyway, it'd be people that aren't used to operating like that. They haven't done POTA or anything. They might be interested just to go and have a look. Okay, anyway, Chuck, back to you. That's enough for me there. V3BK.
Yeah, Rick, you're going to time out the repeater like Mac. Oh, that's right. There is no repeater. Okay, very good, Rick. Well, thank you very much for that. And so I might as well continue on with the contest. And we're now at the RAC Canada Day contest. And that starts at 0 Zulu time, 23:59. So it goes for 24 hours, and that is for CW and phone. And it starts at 2 meters, 6, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. So that's another big day. Support all the Canadian hams and give them a contact. And it's a lot of fun. I too try and get as many. Actually, I need I need somebody. I forget where now. I have to look it up. But I know I need someone from the territories and somewhere else. So good luck to everyone. Hopefully the band conditions will cooperate. Okay, let's do another call out. And I opened up your email there, Rick, and I'll pass. Is there anyone else out there wishing to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ. All right. So I have here in front of me the DX Code of Conduct. The official DX Code of Conduct has 13 rules, and we'll start with number 1, the most important. And that is, I will listen and listen and then listen again before calling. Very important. A lot of people just tune their dials and start calling. It's better to listen. Sometimes guys are operating split. Some guys are only taking a certain part of the world, and so on. So listen. Number 2, I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. Number 3, I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. Number 4, I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. 5, I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. Number 6, I will always send my full call sign. Number 7, I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. A lot of people are guilty of that one. All right. I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign, not like mine. Oftentimes, people think it's an opportunity to sneak their call sign in there. Number 10, I will not transmit when the DX station requests geographic areas other than mine, as I mentioned previously. When the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it incorrectly. And number 12, I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. And that's me right there. I'm always thankful, always happy. And number 13, I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. Now, most people know all these rules, but it's a good refresher for some people, as we all want to have fun and not get irritated by people who don't follow these rules. So thank you very much for listening to that. And so let me do another call out and see who else is out there who'd like to stop by here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Okay, I heard a very noisy portable station. Was there 2 stations there? Please try again.
VE3MQ portable.
Yo, portable.
There was a double, and you guys did it again, but I got you. I got VE3MQ and VA3CRF portable. Let me bring in Vern, VA3CRF.
Chuck, I think there's 13 rules. I mean, honestly, Chuck, that's just basic etiquette. You can't do that. You probably shouldn't be working now. But yeah, good reminder. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Hope you can copy me, Chuck. VA3CRF.
All right, Vern. Yes, sir. I can copy you. Once you started talking there, the signal went up a bit, and I could copy you. I guess the conditions aren't as favorable on 2 meters this evening, unless you're at a different location than you normally are. But thanks for checking in there, Vern.
Thank you, Chuck. I do appreciate it. Thanks for doing the net.
Okay, my friend, take care. Enjoy your walk. Conditions are cooling off. It's only 29 degrees outside the CJZ studio. So let's move over and say hello to Tom, VE3MQ. Tom, I was just talking about you earlier.
Was it all good or bad?
It was about equipment you had that you wanted to get rid of there. Is that still a thing?
I have the ICOM 2300H with the programming cable, $150. I'll even throw in a power supply.
All right, that sounds good. How about the Antron?
Antron's still up.
Oh, so you're not getting rid of it?
No, keep it in the Antron.
Okay, very good then. All right, Tom. Well, I copy you pretty good here on your portable. So how you been?
Oh, doing good. I'm ready to go back up to the trailer. It was better up there. You guys were sweating your arses off here, and I was sitting up there, and it was absolutely beautiful, drinking beer, sitting outside with no air conditioner.
Oh, Tom, you're gonna make me upset. Well, good for you. You are paying for it, and it's the best thing to get. It's always good to get away, right?
Yeah, we watched a robin with their babies, let the babies go. That was quite interesting. So that was good. So very good, Chuck. I'll let you continue on, and hello to everybody that's listening.
All right, very good, Tom. I'm glad you got a chance to go up to the trailer. I wish I had one. I'd be there all summer. As long as I had my radio gear, I'd be happy. Okay, Tom. So that clears my list. Let's see. Is there anyone else out there wishing to stop by and say hi? This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Foxtrot Golf.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Foxtrot Golf. Come on in. Is that Jason?
Yes, sir, it is. It's been quite a while since I've been able to get into your net. My antenna doesn't seem to favor hearing you. But tonight I'm sitting out here at the number 5 driving. Just killing some time until the movie starts. And I threw on your net. And long and behold, you can hear me this evening.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, Jason. Nice to hear you. You're coming in around an S5 here at my location, just east of downtown Hamilton. You're still you're in Oakville, but you're at a drive-in, right?
Yes, sir, I am. Yeah, it's something we like to do as much as we can, and we kind of just last minute came tonight. So yeah, I'm hearing you about 6, maybe 7, kind of dropping back and forth, but a lot clearer here than at my home.
All right, outstanding. So what are you using? A mobile radio, a handheld? What are you using?
Yeah, now I'm on the handheld with 50 watts. I tried about 10 minutes ago with my handheld, and it didn't seem to work for me. So yeah, the mobile here is doing a good job.
All right, excellent, excellent. Well, thanks for checking in, Jason. What movie are we watching tonight?
It's a double, so it's the third movie of the zombie series, so 28 years later, and then the second one is a spin-off, I guess, for a continuation of the John Wick movies, and I guess now it's a woman assassin, I believe it is, named Ballerina, is what it's called, so hopefully it's just as good as the John Wick movie.
Oh, Oh yeah, yeah. I'd love to see that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up, see if I can download it somehow. There are ways. Well, Jason, I hope you enjoy the movies tonight, and hope the bugs aren't biting too bad there before the sun goes down. So, thanks again, my friend. Take care.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing the net, man. I'm glad we could actually chat again for once. Would you mind if I threw a plug out for my net?
Absolutely, don't mind, sir. Please go ahead with your announcement on your net.
Yeah, we finally got the Burlington 220 machine up and running. So for the past, I don't know, 15 weeks now, we've been running, or I've been running 220 REG unit every Thursday night at 1900 hours. So you're more than welcome, anyone that's here to reach us to stop by. Typically no topic or subject. We just kind of go with the punches and see how she goes. Yeah, so that's about it. If anyone can reach us, you're more than welcome. Thanks, Joe.
All right, Jason. One last thing. What is the frequency?
Of course, I don't have it on me right now. I'm having a brain fart. If you go on the park website there, it will list it for you. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull it up on my handout here. Please bear with me 1 sec.
All right, Jason. Not a problem. So that's Thursday evenings at 1900 hours, which is 7 p.m. And we're going to get the frequency here shortly.
Okay, the frequency is 224740.
224.740. And that's a Simplex Net, right?
No, it is through the club repeater, so it is 220 repeater.
Oh, okay. So that's why I asked what the frequency was. I thought it was Simplex, but it's the Burlington repeater on 220. Okay, very good, Jason. Well, we just plugged your net, and I hope you get a few more check-ins on your net there. Good luck.
Perfect. Thank you, Chuck. I'll listen along.
All righty then. Very good. So we're at the drive-in tonight. And yeah, the spin-off for John Wick movie there. I didn't know the name of it, but I think it's called Ballerina. That's what Jason was saying there. So I'm going to have to look for that. I haven't seen a new movie in a while. All right. Take care, Jason. And so with that, is there anyone else out there wishing to check in on the AREG net? Please come now. This is VA3CJZ. All right. So I guess that means we're going to start on this day. It's 8:58 p.m. and 28 degrees now outside the CJZ studio. And I want to dedicate this on this day to Rick Pollington Sr., VA3 AXJ Silent Key. Rest in peace, Rick. So let me pull up, not on this day, but we're going to do some science trivia first. I found some pretty interesting trivia here, and so just let me get set up, and I'll see if I can get us started here. Just bear with me.
We are bear with you.
All right, I see we have a few other people joining us on the YouTube stream. We are streaming live. Just put in my call, KZ, and we've got Ham Radio Boom with Wah Boom. And a few other new people checking in. Welcome. This is the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, the AREG. We're here every Wednesday evening from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. and streaming live. And so, where is that darn thing? There it is. Science trivia questions based on science categories. So we'll start at the beginning here. Some of them are pretty easy, but these are not the multiple answer possible answers. This is just straight questions. And so we'll start with, what gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere? What gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere?
Carbon dioxide.
All right, very good. You and Wade got that right. You each get a piece of the pie. What is the chemical symbol for water? Well, that's an easy. We all know that's H2O. What is the most abundant element in the universe?
Hydrogen.
Absolutely, Mac. Way to go. And Wade, of course. We all did some of these here. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? What is the hardest substance on Earth?
Diamond, yes. Carbon compressed.
And diamonds are a girl's best friend. You're absolutely right. So Ham Radio Boom says he's been to Hamilton, Ontario before. Welcome. Is it Whiskey Alpha 8? Oscar Mike, is that your call? And tell us, when were you in Hamilton there in Steeltown? What element is essential for the production of red blood cells?
Fox Echo. It's otherwise known as iron.
All right, and Wade also has the element. What do you call that? The initials? I forget what they call that. All right. These are very easy. What type of energy is stored in a stretched rubber band? What type of energy is stored in a stretched rubber band?
Potential energy.
You know, that's right. You and Wade got that right again. And how did you know? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, potential energy is energy under confinement. And when you let that elastic band go, it converts it from potential to kinetic energy.
All right. Professor Mack, thank you very much.
In Hamilton,
Uh-oh.
it's 27 degrees Celsius with
Oh.
mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for thunderstorms with a low of 17 degrees.
Ooh, thunderstorms tonight. Okay, it's officially sunset, 9:03 p.m. Okay, what is the basic unit of life? The basic unit of life is a cell. So that's the start. There you go. And Mr. Ham Radio Boom there said it must have been a Scottish store. They were selling kilts. Well, there's a lot of Catholic schools here in town, and a lot of kilts have been sold here in Hamilton, that's for sure. So I don't know. Yes, Wade, that was life. Okay, here. I already did that one. All right, physics. This one is about physics. And QRM covered up the question. Way to go, Wade. What is the speed of light in a vacuum? And we're talking meters per second here. What is the speed of light in a vacuum?
It's 300,000 meters. The 300 is, it sounds right.
300 million meters per second, 300,000 kilometers per second.
There you go. Thanks for the reference.
Yeah, and to be more specific, it's 299,792,458 meters per second. All right. Now, who formulated the three laws of motion? Sir Isaac Newton. Way to go, Wade. You're in the lead. What is the unit of electrical resistance?
Oh my God.
That is correct. What phenomenon explains the bending of light when it passes through different mediums? What's it called?
Well, is that refract?
Absolutely. You and Wade got that right. It is, in fact, refraction. This is a good one. What is the first law of thermodynamics? The first law of thermodynamics is energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred or changed in form. There you go. That's the first law of thermodynamics.
Is that also called the first law of matter?
I don't know. It doesn't say that here.
Right.
What particle carries a positive charge?
An electron. Actually, it's not. It's probably a proton. Do you have KCI in the log tonight?
Yes, sir. I sure do.
Okay, he came in with a short. I wonder if he's headed off to bed. KCI, are you leaving us tonight? All right, 7-3s, Art. All the best from all of us here on the net. All right, Chuck, KCI is out, and he's down for the count.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Mac. And good night, Art. Take care, sir, and get well soon, my friend. All right. So, what is the SI unit of power? What is the SI unit of power? That's correct, Wade. What is the answer? Oh, sorry, watt.
And I remember the song from the 70s. What?
Oh, yeah? Okay. Okay, what is the term for the resistance of any physical object to a change in its state of motion or rest? And that is called inertia. What is the term for the resistance of any physical object to a change in its state of motion or rest? All right, and we all know who is known for the theory.
For every action, there is an opposite reaction.
Albert Einstein. That's right. Wade also got that right. What is the process by which unstable atomic nuclei lose energy by emitting radiation? What is the process by which unstable atomic nuclei lose energy by emitting? And that is correct, Wade. It is radioactive decay. Radioactive. What's the atomic number for carbon? Number 6 is the atomic number for carbon. What is the pH level of pure water? What is the perfect pH level for water?
That would be 7.
My lucky number. All right, Wade and Guy and Mac all got it. Very. What gas is produced when acids react with metals? What gas is produced when acids react with metals? And that's right, Wade. It is hydrogen. Ooh. What element is known as the king of chemicals? What element is of chemicals? And what do they call when the symbol their symbol is H2SO4, and that is sulfuric acid. That is the king of chemicals. Gold is an element, is it not, Wade? Ooh. What element has the highest melting point? What element has the highest melting point?
Unobtainium.
That's right. Tungsten is the answer. Oh, and Noel got it right. He's on the board. Way to go, Noel. What process separates mixtures based on differences in boiling point? Process separates mixtures based on differences in boiling points.
Distillation.
Absolutely. You and Wade got that right. Ooh. Now, I didn't even know this one. What type of chemical reaction absorbs energy? What type of chemical reaction absorbs energy? Way to go, Wade. Endothermic reaction. All right. Who's credited with the creation of the periodic table? Anybody know his name? That is Mr. Dmitry Mendeleev. I don't never heard that name, but anyways. What acid is found in vinegar?
citric acid.
No, sir. It's acetic. ACETIC. Acetic acid. All right, let's go over to biology now. And what is the basic structural unit of the nervous system? Structural unit of the nervous system. You're close, Wade. It does start with an N.
The neural network.
The neuron. The neuron is the basic structural unit of the nervous system. There you go. What blood type is known as the universal donor?
Oh, negative. That's me. That's me.
Oh, I keep wondering. I'm not sure what mine is. But that was right. That was right. Okay, now here you go. This is for all you diabetics out there. What process do cells use to break down sugar to produce energy? Mine doesn't do that anymore. So what process do cells use to break down sugar to produce energy? It is called cellular respiration. Huh. I was explained a different way, but that's the proper answer. What is the term for a group of some specific function? What is the term for a group of similar cells that perform a specific function? And that would be tissue. The answer is tissue. And what's the largest organ in the human body?
Oh, I know this. I know this. I know this. It's called the, oh, jeez. It's the fancy name for all of the skin of your body.
That is correct. They have it here as skin, Horseshack. Thank you for that answer. You and Wade.
But what's the fancy term? I can't remember.
Epidermis? Epidermia? Epidermis? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. The epidermis. Good job.
All right. Here's an easy one. What is the name of the pigment responsible for the green color in plants? What is the name of the pigment responsible for the green color of plants?
Chlorophyll.
All right. Who?
That's mints.
So who got that first answer there? Was that Jason?
Yes, sir. I can't take the credit for it, so the wife do it.
Chlorophyll is the correct answer. Your wife is on the board with, she gets one. All right. And what is the name of the process by which plants lose water vapor? What is the name of the process by which plants lose water vapor?
It couldn't be something as simple as wilting.
The correct answer is transpiration, and Wade got that right. Transpiration, that's the French word for sweating. Even plants sweat. They are living things. Although there's some animals that don't sweat. We'll have to check that out another time. Okay, so what is the liquid component of blood called? We know we have cells in them, but what's the liquid called? Absolutely correct, sir. The answer is plasma. So you and the wife can share another piece of pie. All right, I'm going to do just a couple more. We're now in the space category, and we all know what the red planet is. That's Mars. But what is the largest moon of Saturn? What's the largest moon of Saturn called? That would be Titan. Titan is the largest moon. Which planet has the most moons? What planet has the most moons? That is correct. We've got you, Jason, Wade, and Noel got that right on YouTube. So just to remind everyone, if they want to follow along on YouTube, VA3CJZ in the YouTube search, and you can find us there live tonight. We're under the title AREG Week 1658, I believe, or we were under that title, but I had to restart this stream, so the title might not be the same. Just look for me live there. Okay. What is the term for a star's explosive death?
Supernova. And that too is the song.
Yeah. And in French, it's supernova. Very good. What planet is the closest to the sun? That's right. It's Mercury. I used to love playing with that stuff, the liquid in biology class. There we had some. And then we'd go around and break all our thermostats and get the mercury out of them.
How's that third hand working for you?
Great. Why?
Yeah. Imagine that. It was years and years later that people discovered, yeah, you really shouldn't play with asbestos and mercury, and cadmium is a little bit dangerous. And we grew up with the stuff. We climbed trees. We fell out of stuff, and we're still here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Absolutely right there, Mac. All right. A couple more to go here. What is the term for a comet's bright glowing tail? What's the term for a comet's bright glowing tail? That's right, Wade. It is a coma is the term for a comet's tail. All right. Which planet is known for its prominent ring system?
That has to be Saturn.
Absolutely correctamundo. All right, last one for tonight. What is the largest type of star in the universe? What And that would be a red super giant there, Wade. Very good. You were close. So I think Wade gets more, a couple more pieces of pie than everyone else, but everyone gets a piece of pie. So it was pretty close tonight. You guys did well. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the little trivia portion of the net this evening. And before we carry on, let's see if there's anyone else listening out there that would like to Amateur Radio Exchange Group. All right, so that brings us to on this day. Rick's favorite part of the net on this day portion. And this week we're at week 228 for on this day. And we always start with today's famous birthdays. And we start with the year born in 1925. She's been known to have been called Mrs. Robinson. Her name is Jude. She was an American actress, started off on Lassie, and then she was Mrs. Robinson in Lost in Space. And then she was on Petticoat Junction. 100 years old today. Born in New York City.
Is that what the Beatles song is all about?
I'm not sure. Not too far behind, or ahead, I should say, is Carly Simon. Has a birthday today. She was born in 1943. That'd make her about 82 years old. Carly Simon, American Grammy and Academy Award-winning singer-songwriter. The most famous song you might remember is "You're So Vain." People have always wondered who that song. People think it was because of Mick Jagger, I think, and others. She was also born in New York City. All right, next we got a couple of musicians born in 1946. Ian MacDonald, a British rock musician, saxophone, keyboards, guitar, with the band King Crimson originally, and then with Foreigner from 1976 to 80. And he was born in England and passed away in 2022. Who remembers that black young man they used to say, Dynamite? Anybody remember his name?
That's JJ.
All right, JJ, also known as Jimmy Walker. He's born on this day, 1947, born in the Bronx. Now we have another couple of music related folks. Born in 1952, Brian McLeod, a Canadian rock guitarist, keyboardist, and vocalist with the band Chilliwack. Remember them? He was born in Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1992. Born in 1954, Rick Browde, Browde. He's an American record producer for Ted Nugent, Poison, Joan Jett. It just says he was born in the USA. Okay.
It's like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, no kidding. Eh? All right. And then we have Anthony Bourdain, was born on this day, 1956. He passed in 2018, but Anthony Bourdain was an American French celebrity chef. Well, Bourdain is French. Author and TV personality, considered one of the most influential chefs with TV shows No Reservations, and another one called Parts Unknown. Ricky Gervais turned 64 today. He's an English actor and comedian. He was in The Office, born in England and born in 1961. I remember when he was hosting the Academy Awards there and was telling everybody, stop thanking everyone that you know and just get up here, take your award, and go, get out. All right, Doug Gilmour was born in 1983. No, not Doug Gilmour from Pink Floyd, but Doug Gilmour, the Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame center. Won the Canada Cup gold in 1987, the Stanley Cup in 89 with the Calgary Flames, and 2 times All-Star with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was born in Kingston, Ontario. George Michael, 1963. An English singer-songwriter and pop superstar. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. And many other hits. Of course, he was born in London, England. Passed away in 2013. And here's someone that might be related to Albert. Born on this date, 1975. I just had to. Alberto Costa. Pretty close to Albert's name. He's a Spanish professional tennis player, but he was born in Spain, not Portugal. So you never know. It's right next door, isn't it? Spain, Portugal. Anyways, that's it for people. Do we have any questions, comments, or check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now. Who died today in history, you might ask? Well, today is the anniversary of the Battle of Little Bighorn. And not only did George Armstrong Custer get killed, but his 2 brothers and his brother-in-law. That was in 1876. The brother is Boston Custer, and he was 27. George was 36, and his other brother, Thomas W. Custer, doesn't say his age. Jacques Cousteau died on this day in 1997. He was a French oceanic explorer. I used to watch him on TV as a kid in his ship Calypso. Dies of a heart attack at the age of 87. Ooh, looks like a few raindrops fell down here, but now it's drying up already. So they are calling for thunderstorms tonight, I heard. All right, dying in 1999, Fred Trump. That's right. American real estate developer and father of Donald Trump dies of pneumonia at the age of 93. Farrah Fawcett died on this day in 2009. I think, like most teenage boys, I had a poster of her in her bathing suit. And also dying on this day, on the same day, is Michael Jackson. By the way, she was 62 when she died, and Michael Jackson was 50. All right, last one. Dying on this day in 2023 is Johnny B. Good. No, sorry. Johnny B. Good Enough. An American materials scientist for lithium-ion battery, solid-state physicist in chemistry. He was 100 years old. Johnny B. Good. Oh, no. Johnny B. Good Enough. I swear. I didn't make it up.
The fact is stranger than fiction.
Yeah. I wonder if Chuck Berry was thinking of that guy and just took out the enough part and just kept the Johnny Be Good. All right, so let's move on to today's historical event. And we have the fork being introduced to American dining by Governor Winthrop. And that's in 1630. So people did not use a fork in America before Governor Winthrop. I had to look this guy up. And John Winthrop was an English Puritan lawyer and the leading figure in founding the Massachusetts Bay Colony, led by the first immigrants from England in 1630, and served as this colony's governor for 12 of the colony's first 20 years.
And before that, they didn't give a fork.
Probably ate with their fingers. All right, in 1638 now, a lunar eclipse is the first astronomical event recorded in the American colonies. Once again, it's around the same time, right? So good for this one. In 1788, on this day, Virginia becomes the 10th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. So this next one is it relates to Donald Trump's authority to deport people. In the year 7, U.S. President John Adams signs into law the Alien Friends Act, authorizing the president to deport any foreigner deemed dangerous to the peace and safety of the United States. So there you go. It is a law. The president can pick and choose whoever he wants to kick out. Does anyone know what San Francisco was called before it was called San Francisco? All right. Well, about 10 years or so before the gold rush, in the year 1835, the first building is constructed at Yerba Buena. Yerba Buena is now called San Francisco. Very good, Wade. You knew the name Yerba. Very good. I didn't know that. All right, let's move up to 1867. The first barbed wire patented by Luce, Ohio. That's right around the Spanish-American War, is it not? All right, a year later, 1868, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, Georgia, and North Carolina and South Carolina are readmitted to the U.S. after the Civil War. Okay, you're allowed back in the U.S. All right. Also in 1868, U.S. President Andrew Johnson signs a law establishing an 8-hour workday for government workers. Yeah, that figures. All right. So, as I mentioned earlier, Custer's last stand was on this day. In 1876, the Battle of Little Bighorn. The U.S.'s 7th Cavalry under Brevet Major General George Armstrong Custer is wiped out by Sioux and Cheyenne warriors led by Chiefs Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull in what becomes famously known as Custer's Last Stand. And in 1910, the United States Mann Act is passed. Man with two N's, MANN. No woman or no women are allowed across state lines for immoral purposes. So if you picked up a lady of the night in one state and went to another, you could go to jail. And in 1920, the League of Nations, which is now called United Nations, places International Court of Justice in The Hague, which is in the Netherlands. In 1929, U.S. President Herbert Hoover authorizes the building of Boulder Dam. And it says here also Hoover Dam. So I think he called the Boulder Dam. All right, if you think you're not getting paid enough, in 1938, U.S. federal minimum wage law guarantees workers 25 cents per hour, rising to 40 cents by 1945, and a maximum of 44-hour work week back in 1938. The Korean War begins on this day in 1950. North Korea invades South Korea, beginning the Korean War. 1951, we have the first color. Arthur Godfrey hosts a musical variety special titled Premiere from CBS in New York City to a network of 5 East Coast cities. First color TV broadcasts. 86 degrees Fahrenheit in Anchorage, Alaska on this day in 1953. That's pretty warm for Alaska. All right. And in 1961, Iraq announces that Kuwait is part of Iraq. And Kuwait disagrees. This is well before the states went in to liberate Kuwait there, and all these oil wells were set on fire. That was much later. This is in 1961. Oh, this is a good one. In 1964, radio station WMCA Radio in New York City plays the Beatles' A Hard Day's Night album 10 days prior to its scheduled release date. So the record company moves to release the album to June 26th instead, which is tomorrow. So I wonder if the radio station got in trouble for doing that. In 19 Sullivan of Virginia is struck by lightning for the 7th time. That boy's got to stay away from those lightning rods. My goodness. And then in 1981, Microsoft is restructured to become an incorporated business in its home state of Washington. That's right, Wade. That was very shocking. And then in 1982, Greece abolishes head shaving of recruits in the military. You know, there's a reason why they shave your heads, eh? Mostly it's due to lice. It's a big problem. So no more shaving the Greeks. Okay. And then in 1985, a fireworks factory near Haylett, killing 21 people. In 1990, on this day, NBC decides to air episodes of Quantum Leap for 5 straight days, back to back. And tonight in 1993, Late Night with David Letterman airs for the last time on NBC TV. I still remember when Frank Zappa showed up on David Letterman. And before he even sat down, he told Letterman, he goes, "If you make fun of my children's names, I'm walking out of here. I'm just telling you right now." Because Zappa's 2 children that I know of, one is called Weasel, and the other one is called Moon Unit. Yeah. And in 1997, Jamaica issues a warrant for singer Sade, who fails to report to court on charges of failure to obey a cop who signaled her to stop. He probably was on foot and said, "Pull over, lady." And she said, "Yeah, right. See you later." All right. Also on this day in 1997, the NHL approves franchises in Nashville, Atlanta, Columbus, and Minnesota St. Paul. Wow. 2014, the U.S. Supreme Court rules that police cannot examine the digital contents of a cell phone without a court order. But can't they do that at the border? Apparently, border enforcement can go through your phone, your laptop. Does anybody know that? Yeah, well, I've heard of people saying unlock this or unlock that at the border. Yeah, in the U.S. This is for the United States. So cops can't make you unlock their cell phone without a court order, but at the border they can. Okay. So in 2021, former U.S. police officer Derek Chauvin is sentenced to 22 years and 6 months for the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. And that's right, Wade. If you say you don't want to do that, they just refuse you entry. If you refuse. Good point. All right, in 2021, a new species of ancient human announced after finding of massive fossilized skull, and they call it the Homo longi or Dragon Man from northeast China. So here's another one in 2020. A new type of ancient human announced Nestor Ramla Homo lived 140,000 to 120,000 years ago. A possible ancestor of Neanderthals was uncovered in Israel. All right, 2022, Japan records its highest ever temperature in June at 104.36 degrees Fahrenheit or 40.2 Celsius, just northwest of Tokyo. Yeah, that's hot. 2023, a heat wave across Texas, Southern America, and Northern Mexico enters a third week. They called it the heat dome, with San Angelo hitting a record high of 112 degrees Fahrenheit or 44 degrees Celsius. Ouch. We got to that with our humidex values in the last few days. It was brutal. And 1 year ago today, in 2024, China's Chang'e 6 mission is the first to return samples from the far side of the moon, landing in its Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region. And so that's it for On This Day in History. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and repeating it back to you fine folks. Do we have any questions, comments, or check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
VA3 CDV, it's Cal checking in.
All right, it's VA3 CDV, right?
VA.
I thought I was hearing VE, but very good then. Cal, come on in. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm just a little late to the party, but I caught the last 10 minutes, so thanks for doing that. Always find it entertaining and informative, so good thing to look forward to on Wednesdays.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Cal. We did have fun with some trivia before that, but you can always watch the net on YouTube if you like. But yeah, we had lots of fun. How are things with you?
I'm okay. Actually, I came in as you were doing the space portion of the trivia, so yeah, so I caught a little bit of it.
All right. Very good then. Well, thanks for your check-in, Cal. I hope you've been staying cool. I think they're calling for rain and a high of 22 tomorrow, so that should be nice.
Yeah, yesterday in my pool it was 92 degrees, so it was like bath water.
Yeah, exactly, eh? Wow. You have an above ground pool?
Yeah, it's nothing fancy. It's it's kind you put up every year and take down. It's 14 feet diameter, 4 feet high, just enough to cool off about 3 or 4 people, maybe 5, 6 at the most.
Right, right. We used to have those you blow up the rim and just fill it up with water there. Those were great. I used to love those pools.
Yeah, I know what you mean. This one is a saltwater pool, so you use salt to generate chlorine, so the water is nice and it's very smooth without having that chemical touch to it. So that's the advantage of it. But it is one of those ones that you put away every year, so a little bit of work, but worth it on hot days, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. The way things have been for the last 3 summers, now entering its 4th, we've been breaking temperature records for the past 3 years, so it definitely comes in handy, that's for sure. Anyhow, Cal, thank you so much for checking in, sir. Do you have anything else for us?
No, just wishing 73 to everybody on frequency. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Cal. Anyone else wishing to check in with us here before we do our 7-3 round? This is VA3 CJZ with this week's AREG net. Please come now. All right, so let's go to the top of the list. Normally, we would have VA3AXJ as number 1, but he's now silent key. But this net is dedicated to him. And so with that, VE3RWJ. VA3IMW, Mac.
Still here, and absolutely, VA3AXJ, you're number one with a bullet. We'll remember you for a long time and miss you, selfishly. Thanks for doing this one, Chuck. Certainly appreciate it. A great way to spend Wednesday. Happy hump day to everybody. And we'll be looking forward to everybody's check-in tomorrow night on 446.125 at 7 p.m. And Simplex, thanks again, 73.
Okay, Mac, for sure tomorrow we will check in with you on Simplex 446125. And I also will be taking over for Bill on Sunday. There will be no more Monday night nets, but Bill will be busy at the field day, so he'll need his rest Sunday evening. I shut Sunday. Thank you, Mac. Let's see if Noel is by his radio. VE3 Kilo Delta Tango.
A3CJZ, V3KDT. Yep, still here. Great net. Thanks for all the fun there. I think that was about it, I guess. 73 cents.
All right, Noel, thank you so much for your participation during our trivia on YouTube there. I'm hoping lots of people enjoyed that. And thank you for your check-in, Noel. Take care until we meet again. Let's go to Wade. Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, thanks again for another one there, Chuck. And let's pour one out for VA3XLJ. Yeah, nice to dedicate this this edition of the AREG to him. And I hope everybody has a good rest of the week. Quick question, if you remember, what time do things start at Field Day on Saturday? I know Field Day itself starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, or 0 Zulu, but, or no, 1800 Zulu. Yeah, anyways, 2 p.m. What time are people meeting, and are they meeting more on the Saturday or the Sunday? Just curious if you recall that. I can also ask on the Discord there. Back to you there, Chuck. Thanks for doing it, and 7-3, VA3NCA.
Yeah, so from my understanding, Wade, I think people will be setting up on Saturday morning, and they begin transmitting at 2 p.m. So pretty much, I would say Saturday morning, if you want to help set up. Otherwise, people aren't going to have time to chat with you. So I imagine probably between, around 2 o'clock, everyone should be ready to transmit. And so from 2 p.m. Saturday until, 2 p.m. Sunday, and then people are going to start tearing down.
QSL. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I might do a bike ride and maybe find my way to Winona. So that's what I'm toying with. Otherwise, I'll wimp out and I'll just drive. But thanks for the information there, Chuck, as always, and have a great rest of your week. VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade. Definitely will try to make it out there myself, but I can't guarantee anything. So thanks for your participation tonight on the trivia portion there. Always lots of fun, and have a great rest of the week. Next, let's see if Mark is available. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor 7-3 round. Mark.
Yeah, still here, Chuck. Once again, thanks for doing it. We all enjoy it a lot. That's about all I got. I'll let you go through the rest of the list and pick up all the others. Everybody have a good rest of the week. And hopefully it gets a little cooler for us. So, at least for a day, they're saying. VA3, CJZ, VA3, Mike Hotel Victor. I'll turn it back to Nat.
All right, very good, Mark. Thank you so much for checking in and participating. Next would be Albert, but he's in Barrie. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Thanks for your check-in, Albert. Wayne B, VA3 FMB, Plasma Zombie. Say meow. Okay, and then there's Guy. Guy, my cousin from Ottawa. Thank you so much for joining us, Guy, and participating. and everyone also Whiskey Alpha 8 Oscar Mike or Ham Radio Boom. Thanks for checking in, and everyone else. Okay, let's go to the list again, and we have Steve, Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf. Are you around, Steve? Funny, that didn't sound like Steve. All right, let's go to Art. He's already said goodnight. And then Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Oh, I guess Rick is busy doing something else. Let's try Tom, VE3 MQ. Well, we're getting key ups, but no audio. You want to try it again? Oh, that's a strong signal. Got to be close. All right, next is Vern, VA3 CRF. Vern, are you still around? All right, next we have Jason out of Oakville, but he's at the drive-in, so I think he's busy. VA3 Delta Fox Golf.
NFG back in the loop.
Hey, there he is. I was just calling you. VA3 NFG. It's our 7-3 round, Steve.
All right, very good there, Chuck. I had to jump in a shower after I cut the back grass there. And, yeah, I was like soaking with sweat there. And yeah, it's still very hot out. Tomorrow is a high of 19. Can you believe that? Little food for thought there. We'll leave it there. Thanks for doing the net, Chuck. VA3 NFG.
All right, Steve. Very good. Thanks for getting back to me. And yeah, I don't blame you. I usually have a shower after getting all that grass all over you. And yeah, you don't want to bring that into bed. Very good, Steve. Thanks so much for checking in, my friend. You take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right. Finally, we have Cal, VA3 CDV. Last round, Cal.
Thank you. 73 to everybody on frequency. Thanks again for doing it, and have a great week.
All right. Very good. Before I close this up, is there anyone else out there that would like to check into our weekly net and get into the log? Please come now. All right, so let's wrap it up. It is 10:03 p.m. and the temperature outside is now 26.7 degrees with humidity, so it's still warm, as Steve mentioned. And tonight we got a total of 50. I want to thank you all for joining me for another edition of the AREG Net, and I look forward to doing it all again next week. You're right, at the same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, stay safe, everyone. Be kind to one another and stay cool. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, saying so long for now, 7-3.